Valentine's, everyone! So, today I am 14 weeks pregnant. Honestly, I just cannot believe how far I am right now. Like, it has gone so fast. And I think it's because, like, the week, like, I do my bump date on Wednesday, and then it comes out on Thursday, and then I have the weekend, and then, I don't know, the weeks just go so fast. I think it's just because I'm so busy, and I'm constantly just, like, there's just always something I'm doing, and the weekends always go so fast because, you know, then I gotta go work on Monday. So I can't believe that I'm 14 weeks, and in like a week I'm gonna find out the gender of this baby. Like, it's just so insane. The baby is the size of a lemon this week, which at first I thought was kind of weird. I didn't think a lemon would be larger than a nectarine or a peach, as you know, for last week, but when I look at it long ways, that's pretty big. Actually, it's kind of strange, but at least on my What to Expect app, it actually doesn't change in inches, which I don't know if that's correct. Maybe it's just a glitch in the app, but it said it was 3 inches last week with the peach, and then 3 inches this week with a lemon. So I don't know, that's kind of strange. So as for what's going on this week is I did have a ultrasound yesterday with perinatal. So that was an amazing ultrasound, and I'm going to show you a little bit of a clip here. But if you want to see a much longer clip and much more in detail clip, you'll definitely want to check out our daily bumps because we showed a lot more information on that channel. We have a lot more time on that one. Here's a clip of that ultrasound.
This is working good. So just little things that we try to get information about before we can actually really evaluate them in the second trimester. Little arms there again. Gotta get the baby to roll a little bit so we can get that measurement on the neck.
So yeah, our tech was amazing. She honestly, she walked us through every single thing. She would tell us exactly what she was doing, what should be there, that it was there, you know, just making sure kidneys were functioning and the placenta and just everything about the baby. She literally went into detail for. So it was seriously an amazing ultrasound, and we got so many awesome pictures. I'll show you a couple here. Here's one. Of course, that is the most adorable profile, and I have it now on my phone, and every time I look at it, it's like, oh my gosh, like I want to like cry every time I see it because it just looks like a baby. And then here's another one of kind of the baby in a downward facing way, I guess you could say. And actually, she says baby is head down, which is kind of interesting. Obviously, the babies can do lots of flips and stuff, but that makes me happy so far. Baby's head down. And the baby was measuring ahead, which was surprising because baby is usually measuring behind, which is, you know, of course fine because I ovulated later. I was surprised when she told me that I was measuring at 14 weeks in 1 day when this ultrasound was I was 13 weeks in 4 days. So the baby was measuring quite ahead, which was surprising and obviously really exciting. And was measuring at 4.5 inches. So that means this lemon isn't even technically accurate. I always thought baby was probably a little bit smaller. 4.5 inches, are you kidding me? That's so crazy. That is just, it was probably the most amazing ultrasound I've been to yet. So, and then I did speak with a doctor after. He wants to see me back in 4 weeks, so that'll be around 17 weeks. I think that'll be another really, really cool ultrasound. He also advised that I start taking baby aspirin, which I definitely was kind of like, well, why? And he really had no reason as to why I should take it. He just felt like because of my loss and all this, he just felt like it was a harmless thing to do. Now, the first time I ever saw perinatal, he said that he did not advise me to take baby aspirin unless I had a diagnosis, meaning like if my blood and my lab work came back as that I did need it, then he suggested I take it. But my blood and everything came back totally normal, and this guy he feels like it's totally harmless for me to take it and it may just help. So I don't know, I'm kind of confused because I actually didn't feel like baby aspirin was a totally harmless thing to take if I don't need it. So I did call my doctor and I asked him, and he just said, let's just wait until he sees me and gets a chance to talk to me in person about it. But I don't know. I don't know if I feel comfortable taking it. I don't know if I feel comfortable not taking it either, though. I don't know if I should take his advice or not. It's very confusing. So I'm going to wait until I see my doctor and then make a final decision. But definitely interesting advice that he gave me. So, but other than that, yeah, he also agreed that everything looked perfect, and like my uterus is in a great position, and actually this time my placenta is posterior, which my last pregnancy it was anterior, meaning that the placenta was in front of the baby. So they had told me that it would be very difficult, or could be difficult, for me to feel the baby early on. Why I actually never did get to feel the last pregnancy. I was pregnant until 20 weeks. I never felt the baby, never. And so this time I am already feeling a little bit of something, and I still I go back and forth. Is that something? Is it not something? At this point, I've really tried to hone in on it and figure out where it's coming from, and I would say I'm 90 to 95% sure that it is the baby. So it is probably the most exciting thing ever for me to get to just try and figure out if it's the baby or not. And it's so exciting. I can't even believe that I'm only 13 or 14 weeks now, and I can possibly feel the baby, and that just means that I hope next week that I can give you 100% that I felt the baby. So it is just getting crazy, insane, and so real, and it's just awesome. As far as symptoms, I still have my acid reflux, but it's definitely only just every once in a while, and it's not that bad. I know a lot of people are like, it's the worst thing ever, but for me, it hasn't gotten there yet, and it does scare me. I think it could get there, and it might, but right now it's just a very uncomfortable feeling in the back of my throat, only at night, and I don't know, it's just weird, but I think that it's coming. I think I'm gonna get some pretty nasty acid reflux as I get further along in the pregnancy. Actually, my boobs are they're not sore, but they've become way different. I know I told you this a while ago, but that they had basically almost deflated to where they were now almost I do this a lot because they seemed flat to me, saggy or something. But now they're totally back to normal. So I don't know if that's just because of time and they've gone back to their normal, the way they used to be, or if it's because of the pregnancy. Maybe it's just a mixture of both. They're all back to normal and big and stuff, which Brian's giving me a thumbs up, so that's awkward. Oh, and I did want to mention that I asked the ultrasound tech to just give me a wild guess. I didn't want her to actually look and tell me what the gender was, but I just wanted her to give me just a crazy wild guess. She refused to do so. I know I'm getting a lot of guesses from the ultrasound. I get a lot of people commenting saying, oh my gosh, I totally saw what it was. I don't know if you can see or not. I have my theory, Brian has his theory. I think we all have our own theories, but I am so excited to actually find out. But definitely if you guys think you know or have an idea, leave it below. I totally am interested. And we have a poll going on my Facebook, so you can also do your official vote on there. Right now, I think our poll is at about 45 girl and about 20 people voted for boy. So it is definitely way higher for the girls right now. So as far as my gender plans, I know I mentioned this last week that I'm going to go in for my gender reveal ultrasound on the 23rd, so in about a week. Now, I don't know my exact plans yet as to how I'm going to announce it and when. The problem is that I want to tell my family in a very special way, and I was hoping to do that the day of and then announce it on video the next day, but not all my family is going to be in town until the next week, so it is possible that I may have to wait until the next week to let you guys know. I'm hoping that's not going to be it, and it keeps going back and forth, so nothing is confirmed. I just don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing yet. And then you guys are actually going to find out in an amazing way. Brian's kind of told me his ideas, and so we're getting ready to kind of film it and stuff, and it is so exciting. The way you guys get to find out, I cannot wait to even see what it comes out as. I think it's going to be a really, really special video. I think it's going to be totally different than anything you guys have ever seen, so be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really awesome. I need to give you my belly shot, so let's do this. Alright, so here's the shirt down. Oh man, it is getting so ridiculously tight. I did just have dinner, so that might, oh yeah, gotta do shirt up. No stretch marks yet, but it is getting there. It is so tight right now. It's just ridiculous. Like, that's just all hard right there. So yeah, I don't know. I actually been feeling tons of stretching, tons of possibly, I always, round ligament pain. I always forget the actual word. But I've been feeling so much, like, very uncomfortable pain, which obviously I think is totally normal because I'm growing and stuff. But it's getting crazy. Like, the stuff I'm feeling is just, it's just becoming so real, obviously. But I did want to mention that my giveaway has ended, and so I will have that video up soon as to who our winners are, so be on the lookout for that video. And I know I mentioned this last week, but we have the Boppy design that Erin is doing. If you guys haven't watched the video about it, it's in my last week video, but I'll kind of explain it here. It ends in a couple days. You guys did so awesome because she is in #1 place. So, if she wins, which there is a good chance that she wins, we will be receiving a Boppy to do a giveaway. So, I do want to ask, if anyone hasn't voted, please go vote because we want to keep her at the top. Right now she's in first place, which is so awesome. That is, I can't believe that we totally pushed her over to the top, and so I hope that we can keep it going like that. So if you haven't voted, definitely do so. I'll put the link below so you guys can just go to it. It's a little giraffe Boppy. It is so stinking adorable, so it's definitely worth it, and you may just win it. So that's just a great bonus. So thank you guys so much for watching my 14-week bump date. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment below if you guys have any questions and if you can guess what you think the gender is. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Like this video if you did, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Nasal bone window is a little profile there. So does it measure like a certain amount, right? Right. So measurement less than 3 millimeters is what you want. Yeah. That would be normal.